And we are live. Hello everybody. Hello, hello. Another live stream for you. Just booting up the game. So feel free, if you're watching this post game, you can skip ahead. But I think they'll be starting to play the game really soon. I'll try and get the link posted to where it needs to be put once my YouTube app updates. I think Strider might be joining me shortly. Oh crap, they've started. Right, in we go folks. I'll do my proper intro momentarily once I get the links posted and whatnot. Oh, they're just setting up. That's perfect. Copy link. Hello everybody, I hope you're all well. Strider might be joining me soon, so let's get this in the chat. No, not in the chat, in the Discord. Boom. Okay. Right, Strider might give me a call, so apologies if you hear Discord noise. Oh, interesting. I can't see where all the other hunters are. This is interesting, so we know Mina's in Madrid. That's all we know so far. So we'll find out what happens after that. Put the stream up on my phone so I can watch the chat. Hopefully there'll be people who are watching. Ah, classic Strider. Keep your eyes on the road. If I hear you've been in an accident, I'll be fucking furious. Werecraft taking time to pick, but that makes sense. Because it is difficult, and it just dictates the whole game. Okay. No, not many. I think it's just Strider watching at the moment, but that's okay. So I'll do my introduction just so just for people who are watching this post game. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another match from the League of Dracula. This is a match from the first stage, Group D, between Ondra playing as the Hunters and Werecraft playing as Dracula. Sister Agatha's in play. We have a different setup here. We're Godalming and Seward together, which is kind of cool. I've got Behind the Veil, Reckless, Aristocratic, Mob, Saboteur, and something else. I think it was a rat. So the Reckless will be gone, most likely. Yep, there's the Vampire. Apologies if I'm a little bit tired. I had two 2-hour live streams already today. I'm a little bit knackered. Yeah, hand a sword, Dracula's hand beforehand. Interesting. Okay, so this is an alternative setup that I have done at some points. There are definitely merits to it, that's for sure. With the, it makes Seward even better this way because he's going to get even great events from Godalming. But it makes Mina weaker, unless Mina just draws naturally really nice items. How many Reckless in the deck? There are 3 in the deck. So 1 has already been nicked, and that is a Reckless Vampire, even though we can't see it. So there's only an Aristocratic to worry about. So yeah, that's a pretty good get for the Hunters. The fact they can get a fighting vampire out already, early doors. There is a stake on Mina though. That's also decent. Yep, 1 vampire less, absolutely. And it's a fighting vampire as well. So I meant to check before the match. Let me quickly get out of the live chat. I'm going to try and work out what the standings of the group are. Has Werecraft played a game this week? No. When's he playing that match against Trayman? Sorry, I should have done this beforehand, but I was taking a break. After the live stream a couple of hours ago, I had to just go for dinner and just unwind a little bit. Right, what are the fixtures? Interesting. Okay, so Werecraft has played a game this week against Traitman, but I have no idea what the result is because it was late at night and I don't think anybody recorded it. Okay, so basically this group is very close. Werecraft's out in front. Just saying, there's a match between Werecraft and Quincy earlier, so if you don't want to know any spoilers from that. Oh, we gave an item to Sword already. Interesting. If you don't know anything about that, then, you know, turn off and go and find the other live stream and then come back to this, if you're watching this post-game, obviously. So Werecraft beat Quincy. So that pretty much put Werecraft in a position where I think other players can catch. I think Quincy and Werecraft, can still catch him, but they have to win all their games. Or I think Ondra might be able to as well, but they have to win all their games to do so, and that might not be possible. And then Werecraft's only got one game left. He's played so many games in advance, but because of scheduling issues, and that's perfectly understandable. So the table last week had Werecraft in front. He had a win more than Quincy, but Quincy had played 2 games fewer, but now Werecraft has beaten Quincy again. So Werecraft's ahead by 2 wins. No, he must have played another opponent. He must have played somebody else, because I think he's only got 1 game left. Oh no, I don't know. There's so many games, they're all being played out of order, I don't know. I think Werecraft has only got 1 game left, and he's won all of them except 1. Who's the other person he's played then? Don't know. Werecraft had a bit of a rough start. He lost 2 of his first games, and there is consecrated ground. Right then, that's something. Yeah, so Werecraft is 1 and 2 after his first 3 games, but he's obviously played Traitman, and I don't know how that game went. So at best case he's 2 and 2, or worst case he's 1 and 3. Ondra beat Quincy as well, which means I think they might be equal on wins if they both won their games. I think Ondra's IDS is inferior, but it won't be too far behind, I don't think. Yeah, really unfortunate to reveal consecrated ground, but it is what it is. So that's pretty good for Dracula to know it, but obviously it's good for the hunters that they've got consecrated ground. So this is very close. At the moment is a battle between Werecraft and Ondra for 3rd place, but it's not, it's not just 3rd place, because whoever wins out of the 2 today, they might be able to catch Quincy as well. And the fact that Ondra's going to play Quincy, I think, tomorrow. Werecraft has to play another game against Quincy, I think, next week. It should be next week. So it's all very close. I think Werecraft's out in front. I think his lead is almost, it's just unassailable at this point. So it's between the others, and unfortunately Traitman's just not having the run of form to Sakura. Traitman's not got the run of form to catch the others. Okay, Werecraft, if you say so. But between Quincy and Werecraft and Ondra, they can all battle for 2nd and 3rd. And Ondra, after a couple of rough games at the beginning, got a really good win against Quincy, so that'll give him a huge boost of confidence. He was Hunters in that one as well, so now he's playing Hunters again. So yeah, let me go back. I'm looking at Discord. Let's go back to the live stream. Sorry if you've been commenting rather. Oh my god, that's so much stuff, Strider. Fog is better to get rid of. Well, yeah, but there wasn't fog. Is this the last game today? I think so. I think it is. Yeah. Fog is better to get rid of, but there was no fog to get, so in that case you definitely take a vampire. And even then, depending on when you draw behind the veil, if you've got both forewarns out, you might just, ditch the vampire if you know you've got rid of stakes already. Oh, hide scouts again. So everybody in the live stream, on people who are watching this afterwards. So yeah, there's a lot riding on this match. Werecraft, Ondra's had good form because he beat Quincy. I'm going to assume that Werecraft beat Trayman, but I can't, you know, that might not have been the case. So yeah, but they both have to capitalize on Quincy losing against Ondra and then Quincy losing against Makazik. That's necessary for both of them. So this is very much a must-win game, not only to get ahead of each other, but also then to try and catch Quincy. If Quincy's slipping a little bit after winning his first 3 games, he's lost his last 2. So yeah, you need the momentum towards the end of the league because you can't just get that spot. If people don't realise the reason why I'm talking about like first, second, and third being so distinctive from each other is because if you finish 4th or 5th in your group at the end of the first stage, you're eliminated. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. So if you finish 4th and 5th, you're eliminated. So the top 3 progress, but if you finish first in your group, you automatically progress to the final league. You skip the second stage completely, which is a huge benefit if you get into first place. You basically can take a month off and wait, just chill out. If you finish second or third, you go into the second stage, where all the second and third place players gets mixed up into 2 groups, and they all play amongst each other inside their groups, and only the top player from each group then goes through. So it's basically out of the 8 players who finish second or third in the first stage, only 2 get through to the final league. So yeah, second stage is going to be mental, absolutely mental. And now already, I'm not going to do it just yet, but probably after game week 4, when I present the results, I'm going to start hypothesizing, like, based upon the current state of play, who's going to be in which groups in the second stage. Obviously that might all change in the final game week. So very exciting. Is Monday week 2 the record for the fastest win? In terms of this tournament, probably. I can't imagine it being quicker than that. Has Gyro clinched? What do you mean Gyro clinched? Clinched first place? Not quite. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't seen the match where Randiv played today. If Randiv won against Burke Marley, don't spoil the result to me, please. I'm very intrigued to watch it. If Randiv beat Burke Marley, I don't think Gyro's clinched it yet, because they've still got to play each other. But Gyro's in a good position. He's won all of his games so far. Is he 4? He's definitely 4-0. He might be 5-0. I think no, he is 5-0. Yeah, he only played 1 match this week, but he won it. Yeah. So Gyro's very close. Yeah, Gyro's definitely first in the group. He hasn't clinched first place, like he hasn't secured it yet. It's kind of funny actually, all of the groups, there's seemingly like a runaway winner at the moment, which was not what I was expecting, to be honest, going into the league. But the battle for second and third place is going to be insane by the looks of it. Unless there's, people can go on bad runs and get caught, obviously, for first place. But at the moment, the players who are in first in all the groups look quite secure in those positions. They just got to keep winning just to see it out mathematically. But the battle between the players for second, third, and fourth is just going to be insane. Even Group B, all of them I think are still very much in contention for qualification. It's pretty nuts actually. Not how I thought it would go. I thought there'd be more battles for first place. I know someone who beat him in an exhibition match. Oh, I wonder who that was, Gyro. Who's beaten Captain Gyro recently? I don't know. You might have to tell us. Stop fucking Gyro. If you're driving, please stop commenting in the live stream chat. I will be furious if you have an accident. As somebody who's having to study for driving theory right now, because I haven't got the license, and I'm having to do it now, and constantly reading things about not using your mobile phone or whatever while driving, please stop. Just get here safely, and then you can quick commentate with me, if you so wish. So just normal things, nothing, apart from behind the veil, there's a rumour token, that'll be on the aristocratic, unless it's a bait, but I think maybe he's just hoping that he can get away with it. Oh, you're at a drive-through. Okay. Alright. Consecrated Ground's obviously a big get. Oh, there's a stake in the discard pile, but there's a stake revealed on Mina, so there is definitely one there. Now, where there's a stake between Godami and Seward, that's a different matter. Where do you think Drac started? Yeah, good point. The fact is a different setup. Are you more tempted to start closer to Spain because it's Mina and you can bully her, especially with Consecrated Ground revealed? If you can kill her, then that'll just be, you know, devastating. If I saw this setup, I would probably start west, in and around Barcelona. I think that's what I would do. Seward and Godami are the really strong hunters. You kind of want to stay as far away from them as possible. So it makes east a lot less inviting. It also makes the center of the map okay, because Mina is far away, so they won't be able to do psychic scans to catch you. So that is a weakness of this start. You're making Seward stronger. You're making Mina weaker in terms of her items, potentially, but it depends on how the items fall. Oh, missing research, that helps. Oh, there's 5 hunter cards at the bottom. Okay, I'll try and keep track of them. Oh, and Devilish Power was there as well. Oh, well, that would have been a perfect counter to CG. Yeah, apologies, folks. I mean, it was something that Wakazik was talking to me about, and I agree, like, when I'm doing live, I love doing the live streams because I can chat to you guys and see your reactions live. But it means because I'm talking to the chat, I'm missing things in the game. So you're not going to get the. Also, I'm quite tired because I've done 2 live streams already today. So you're not going to get the same analytical, nuanced Scot-sword. I mean, I don't know if that exists, to be honest. But let's just say it does. I'll be devil's advocate. You're not going to get the nuanced Scot-sword. You're just going to get the. Just the blunt reactions. Let's see if there's a newspaper. No, it looks like there is. No. Seemingly not. Oh. Well then. No newspaper reports. That's awkward. I mean, yeah, Werecraft will be happy with that. The fact he took the risk to and he threw down that rumour token. Yeah, I don't know how much Werecraft's been watching sort of like the new, like, you know, the style of play of the likes of, you know, Spencer and then now more recently Wakazik on Dracula. He just plays a little bit more standard play, but that's fine, that can work too. You've got to play to your strengths. The thing is, Werecraft is a very experienced hunter player, and a very, very good hunter player at that. So he will be able to. He'll know what, like, how the hunters tick, and he'll be able to hopefully exploit all their weaknesses. Interesting. You didn't equip Jonathan Harker, even though you don't have a newspaper. I mean, I know you got Sister Agatha. But imagine you don't find him now. I mean, the vampire might mature, so. The search was decent, because we know it's not Italy, so, you know. I get it, he doesn't want to lose Agatha. And he's just assuming that if the vampire matures, then it wipes the trail and it'll reveal it for him. Yeah, apologies if you hear slurping, I've got tea with me. There was no way I was not going to do this live stream without tea. Seems like not many people around at this time of day. In Europe it's late, it's like 11 PM. Maybe in America it's like mid-afternoon, so maybe people are doing different things. Interesting. Okay, so it was centre. Oh, was it Amsterdam? Okay, that's cool. So that's 2 night supplies I think they've done. 3. Apologies for the yawning as well. That's just 11 PM, Scot-sword. Ondra was up late last night, hope he's ready today. Yeah, that's true, he had his match incredibly late last night. He got the job done, so, you know, it worked. So let's see, yeah, it's a little bit earlier today for him, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I think that's 4 night supplies. Mina plus the other 3, yeah. I found him in Cologne, so I mean, if it is Amsterdam, the problem is you'd always go through Cologne anyway. Speak for yourself, Philly. How you doing, Philly? I hope you're well. Strider's coming, apparently. He's in the drive-thru right now. If Ondra plays the same way like he did last night, it might be over before Strider gets here. Okay, that's all the night supplies. Ditch a stake for a holy circle. Interesting. Oh, 3 stakes in the discard pile. Oh, I don't know about that one. Well, I guess you got rid of 1 vampire, and then this one's going to mature. Yeah, no worries, Strider. Don't worry, take your time. I'm definitely going to have a deserved lie-in tomorrow. I think there are a couple of games tomorrow, but I think they're in the evening, if I remember rightly. I can quickly check the Discord. Well, they're in the evening my time. There might be other ones later in the game, but or later in the day, but I can't remember. Oh, you look at the ones that I know I can definitely record. Otherwise I would just go mental looking at all the games. Yeah, there's one tomorrow, that's right, Ondra Quincy at 5 o'clock UTC, so it's 7 PM my time. That could work out. There is another one meant to be played lunchtime, UTC time, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's been cancelled. So yeah. Okay, interesting. You play Speedy Telegraph. I don't know what benefit you're going to get out of that. Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. If you got Surprise and Return, that makes perfect sense why you'd search with Harker. Where could he be? He's 3 from Cologne. He could be in 1536. No. Yeah, 36. Marseille, Clermont-Ferrand. Could be in Nantes. He could be in Bordeaux. Am I the only streamer not in the tournament? Yes. Oh, he didn't start in Amsterdam. Fascinating. So has he started closer to the Hunters and then moved away, or did he start like in Hamburg and then worked his... Yeah, maybe it's Hamburg then. Well, without chartered carriage you can't check Hamburg, and then we're saying it's Hamburg, but maybe it's like Nuremberg, and he went Nuremberg, Leipzig, Cologne, and then to Strasbourg, and then he's done something else. Well, check Berlin, it might have been Berlin. No, go fish. Interesting. Checks Munich, that makes sense, because you don't want him getting through there somehow, especially if there's no psychic scan. Okay, so that's the weird thing, like you play Speedy Telegraph, and then Speedy Telegraph isn't actually used for what Speedy Telegraph is meant for. Yeah, I'm kind of like, you know, Speedy Telegraph is actually... Speedy Telegraph is an incredibly powerful card. You can combine it with other events like Hypnosis or Money Trail, for example. Especially Money Trail if you haven't been able to trade it to Godalming. Or if you want Godalming to move, because he's very powerful. You can use it to supply with somebody and then, get a hide scout and then move in. You can use it for Van Helsing to trade something like an excellent weather or forewarn on somebody, and then they jump in, and then everybody else follows. So yeah, Speed Telegraph is very powerful. I think it's one of those cards just in general. I think it's very misplayed. Maybe there was a plan there. If he found him, he plays prize in return to search. I don't understand. I don't know what the Speed Telegraph would have done. You'd have just moved them in that order, I think. Oh, okay. Strider's here. Okay. Okay, I can call. Okay, I shall. Let me make sure that you're not going to get blasted. Oh, which one is it? I think it's that one. If you hear Discord noises, I'm so sorry. Nope, I got the right one, thank goodness. Hello, Strider. Welcome, welcome. How are you?
Good. So my name's Glitch. I'm not sure anything for counters.
That's alright.
It's on aristocratic mature. So.
Hello.
It was, yeah. It was at 7 points. It was actually Hamburg in the end. So yeah, the fact Amsterdam got
I'm
ruled
good.
out.
So
yeah,
my
it was
name's Glitch, and
Hamburg.
I'm not showing anything
close,
for
though.
encounters on the top. So I'm gonna
Oh,
leave
they
the
got this a
game and come
vampire
back.
lair
I think.
immediately.
But I saw an aristocratic mature,
So
so I
that's
saw that
automatically
happen.
reduce that down. There's a consecrated ground on Mina. She's got a holy circle, so she doesn't die. But if there's a hoax at some point, could vampiric influence and snipe that. Yeah. Ondra seemingly did like conventional setup with Van Helsing in the UK, but Mina was down in Spain, and Seward was with Godalming in Vienna. Kind of like the alternative setup that I've been doing a little bit of. Oh, we went to Geneva. Interesting. Yes, I guess it was Strasbourg. Yeah. So I thought he was going to use Surprising Return to search like Toulouse or something. Yeah.
Geneva.
Yeah, I don't know how tricky he's been. If he's just going in a straight line, he's in Toulouse now. But he might have gone 36 and then backtracked somewhere else, and then looking to wolf form east, for example.
I think Dracula's in 36, 15.
Oh. I guess that would make sense. And they would tell you it's 54. You're moving away from 54, but then at least she's not bumbling into 54. But she's got Holy Circle, and then she can keep it for later. Ah, and also maybe if Van Helsing has a horse,
tonight. That's what Ondra does.
They can trade it tonight. We'll see. Not many people around this time. Maybe it's just, I don't know, it's like, what, dinner time with you, more or less. Maybe just people are busy.
Yeah, my time is 5:30 p.m.
Yeah, just I think afternoon plans are catching up, yeah. And then European people to bed. Yeah, and then Europeans, it's like it's 11:30 would be. So yeah, just
my time it's 5:30 p.m.
Not the best time to live stream. Oh, he is in Gallia. Okay.
Yeah, Captain Gyro's at a wedding, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
Same setup.
So could have gone via Paris to Brussels, or he's in Toulouse. That's the most likely situation right now.
It's like a flashback to last night right now. Same setup.
Probably, yeah, but then he's on the rail line for them to rail down to him if they're not careful. Mina obviously couldn't get a ticket tonight unless she's got chartered carriage.
So they'll probably go into France just to deke out of France. Going to 48.
Yeah. Yeah, but then the problem is if he goes to Basel, yeah, he's going to be forced to see then, unless you wolf form from Toulouse.
Maybe force safer then.
Confusion.
If you went Geneva, 15, 54,
and
4.
normal for Strider, but I hear Strider absolutely fine.
Then get to see.
It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. It's better that I'm quiet anyway.
Something very weird with your audio. Whose audio?
Probably me. That's nothing I can control.
I think an echo, but
It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Vigor.
It's better that I'm quiet anyway.
Interesting. There shouldn't be an echo because I'm not hearing one, and
It's probably me.
I've got the stream on my phone, but my stream
that's nothing
is
I
like
can
silent.
control.
There's no sound being played from it, so there shouldn't be an echo. So I don't know what's going on.
You wear headphones too, right?
Yeah, I wear headphones. Yeah.
Me too. When I do this, I do. Otherwise, it sounds like the Werecraft game I did with you and Mr. Green.
I hear Strider absolutely fine, Philly. I don't know. Maybe
And you
some
wear
of the way the
headphones
stream's
too, right?
picking it up, perhaps. In my ears,
Yeah,
Strider
me too.
sounds
When I do
absolutely
this,
fine.
I do. Otherwise, it sounds like
Huh.
the Werecraft game I did with you and
Hopefully it'll go away. We had something a bit weird with the
Mr.
Pizza
Green.
Wizard one as well, but then it disappeared. So hopefully it's just a temporary thing.
He's taking his time here, so if he is into loose, you think he will form 25?
Yep, he could have done that.
Okay.
Yep, to go back the opposite direction.
Alright, he's taking his time here. So
have wolf
if
formed
he's
into
into loose,
Spain, and then the hunter's saying, "Oh,
do
he's
you
going
think he
east
wolf
to trick
formed
me. Let's check all the
to
eastern locations. He's
25?
actually in Spain." Yeah, Philly. There's a delay on the stream. Oh, I would have checked Brussels because that was a possible location.
I mean, I guess this one could be good.
Let's see where he's going.
See the supplies once, by the way. All the items in there.
That's right. Yeah, because he had Mystic Research, so he's just.
I mean, I guess this one could be too, technically, in Paris.
So you have to check 54 here.
He's through the supplies once, by the way. All the items are gone.
Oh, we're right.
Yeah. Oh, really? Ambush? Okay.
Thank you. You're Scots-word.
Yeah. Now the problem is you need to try and.
That's right, because we're speculating. Right, we were
isn't
speculating that it was
here.
there.
I mean,
Oh,
he
we're
might
right.
sit in France,
Okay.
but we have to assume he didn't. So the point is you need to try.
I think you just you tank it. You're John Seward.
Oh, that's right. He has a second movement, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, maybe you do. Oh, does she have the ticket though?
Maybe you move by. Maybe he walks to 48, and then you have Mina meet him in 48 to scan Spain.
Should have to horse and then move normally. Oh, well, Van Helsing has a horse. Oh, why don't you just give it to Mina?
Well, she could move by.
I'd also take the
road. Then if
off
she has
her,
a 2 ticket, she can
that just gets sniped by something. I mean, she's got a holy circle, so she's quite safe. But yeah. There's no hoax mature though. But if Geneva's getting abandoned, then it might do. We'll have to see. How's it now, Philly? Is it
vampiric influence could kill her or could take it away. Not kill her.
I don't know where the echo is coming from because on my computer there's nothing. My desktop audio is switched off. So the only way could be if Strider has the stream up, but then I would expect to hear the echo as well, but I don't. Okay, he's going to do it.
You won't hear it. You won't hear it because I have it muted on my phone. Unlike when I was watching you during the random game. Hear your voice.
No, you won't hear it. You won't hear it because I have it muted on my phone. Unlike when I was watching, you during the random game. You could
not
hear your
the
voice
game itself, but I mean, in terms of ideas, yeah. If he gets caught later
Alright, let's see what happens here. See if he gets a point.
Both of these players are trying to catch Quincy.
How important is getting a point for Dracula here?
Games in a row. They're battling. These two are battling for third, but they're also trying to battle it out for to try and catch Quincy. What's Philly saying? Still going very strange. The quiet stride to sync with you, Scot-sword. Then the volume 1 comes in later and sounds like it's talking over you. How about, is it something? That's very weird.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Yeah. And let's just shut down the stream, Philly, and then come back. I haven't had anything like this before. Okay,
there's nothing I can do about that.
Okay. So yeah, stopped a rifle with mesmerize, so that's good. I think this is not an ambush. I think this is a search action.
I can check it on my phone though. I can turn it up and listen to it.
Sounds fine to me on my phone.
Yeah, it sounds like it too. Yeah, so maybe something wrong with your stream, Philly. Yeah, maybe it's just the thing's not syncing for you or something. I'm not sure. Oh, nice punch.
Ooh, punch.
Sounds fine to me on my phone.
What is the situation with Van Helsing? He's got 2 combat items. He's got horses plus 2 combat items. Yeah, I'm very surprised he didn't give the horses to Mina, but okay.
Ooh, punch! Nice, yeah.
Yeah, so knife won't kill, rifle only does 1 damage.
Yep.
Unless he has a hidden garlic, and he might be able to trick the vampire into fang it, or crucifix.
That's right. See, well, he has,
And Van Helsing is mesmerized right now too.
Yeah,
we saw the rifle.
yeah. We don't know what the other one is.
Maybe it is a garlic, which has been pretty OP this
That's right. See, well, he has 2 combat items, right?
Could
So
be
like
Heavenly
we saw.
Foast as well.
Okay, and we saw the rifle.
There's the rifle.
Right, maybe it is a garlic, which has been pretty OP this tournament so far.
The vampire here.
And a crucifixes too.
I agree with that. He could have escaped the last 2 rounds if he wanted to.
Rifle again.
Yeah, I think the issue here is like, if he's committing to chasing Dracula into
It
space,
looks like the hunter's trying to kill
gone,
the vampire here.
who's going to deal with this vampire?
I don't know if I agree with that. He could have escaped the last 2 rounds if he wanted to.
If there's no stake, there are 3 stakes in the discard pile, by the way. So, yeah, and the thing is, then if this vampire matures, then he's up to 11 points. Yeah, which is quite a fast start. Yeah, in terms of IDS, this is pretty critical.
Wow.
Werecraft had a bit of a rough start, but I don't know what.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, it depends on who you're voting for. good for Dracula, terrible for Van Helsing.
Right. I don't. Yeah. Oh, Werecraft's playing.
Yeah.
I should keep track of his play.
Yes, it's
Oh, that's not good.
Werecraft is Dracula here. Yeah, so that's the thing, because Werecraft had a bit of a rough start, but I don't know if he beat Trayman or not during the week. But
Looking for the
at
vampire.
best,
Right.
he is 2 and
I
2.
don't. Yeah. Oh, Werecraft's playing. I should keep track of who's playing. I knew Ondra was. Yeah.
I thought Werecraft would be the term would be the one to beat.
Well, I thought, yeah, I thought the same. He's still very good.
Yeah,
though.
I didn't catch that game either, so I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, but the vampire can now.
And I thought
fang
Werecraft at the
freely.
beginning of the tournament would be the one to beat because he
That's really strange, Philly, because Strider just played
probably
it back,
play a rifle.
and I heard it echo through my headset, and it sounded perfect. Maybe he just didn't draw anything. He didn't want to take damage, which is understandable. Perfectly understandable.
Van Helsing didn't get to do his job.
No.
But there were no fangs. There was no points.
No.
Oh, the vampire escaped.
Win there for the hunter.
It,
No points from ambush of fang.
that's true. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the vampire letters. He's down to 5, so he only be up to
Sorry,
9
Van
points,
Helsing
that's right.
didn't get to do his
I think it was a
job.
search action, because he had renewed.
But there were no
vigor
fangs
action.
either.
He
There was
moved
no
on to it, and he
points.
searched.
So that's a win. A
Okay,
win
so
there
Mina
for the
has
hunters.
fast horse.
There's
so
no
Mina
extra
has fast
points
horses as
from
well.
the ambushing fangs.
Oh, she's now going there. I think this is a search action. I just heard that. That sounds perfect. So, yeah, there's something very weird going on.
Alright, so she's going to scan Italy. See if he
Yeah,
learned
it sounds like it's yeah, so maybe something.
that.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't ambush there with her, with the vampire, because
She has a holy circle, but you burn it.
All right, so
yeah,
she's
you want
going
to
to
burn it, and
scan
you want to reveal.
Italy.
He's revealed the
to
horse.
see if he
so
ran
hasn't got
back
much
to
fighting
37
capacity,
maybe?
like active
or
fighting
25.
capacity. The fact they're scanning Italy is really important, though.
Well, she has a holy circle, but you'd burn
That's
it. You're
extremely
right.
important. They can rule that out. I mean, from Toulouse, there are not many places in France it could go.
Right.
I'm getting the Echo Scot-sword voice. I think that was maybe Strider playing a little bit of live stream through, because
Yep.
he stopped it now. So
Yep. Otherwise, he's
No,
in
I
France.
think it's fine. I think it's freaking Philly out. poor Philly.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
play it if you
scanning
want to
Italy
hear
is
it.
extremely important here because you know he hasn't been sneaky and gone east. If he has gone Spain, then this is really good for him. The Huns have wasted renewed, well, wasted. Okay, I don't want to use that word. They've used renewed vigor,
Alright.
and not in an aggressive way, so that's really good.
Is Long Night played too?
Oh, yes, it is in play, and he's used up all his mystic research, night supplies.
Is Long Night in play too?
Yeah.
Yeah, not now, not especially when you want to see it.
Okay.
I'm just worried about how they're going to kill this vampire, unless Gadami has a stake and he moves
See if
in.
he's probably not going to use
Okay,
it then.
right.
It's really risky if he does.
Yeah. He
Yeah, not now, not especially that
he
you
might
want
get
to
away
scan.
with it though, that's the thing. He might have been sneaky and gone 39, and now they vacated Le Havre, so he goes into Le Havre today, and then he sneaks across
He's not in Italy,
into
he's
the
in
UK.
Spain, probably. Or he's in
Now the
39,
Hunters are equipped
which
to
would
deal
be
with
really
that.
risky though.
Well, they got CG, so I don't really like the idea of going to the UK. And in fact, he's used wolf form, he can't get into a safe location. He'll be forced back out to sea again, and he'll take a lot of damage for it. Yeah, which makes perfect sense, because even if Geneva matures, that rumour token is still on the board. Yeah. He used the rumour token at the beginning, so he's delayed that rumour token a little bit. So he'll be able to get potentially 2 rumour tokens onto his trail at once the week 3 kicks in. He might do. If he draws a local rumours, that'd be pretty helpful, just to make sure he's not going round the houses.
See if Godalming supplies, maybe?
Does Gadami have fast horses? I think he's only got a rail to get. I think. I'm now trying to remember who has it. I think Sud has horses.
You maybe walk
And
to
the other
39
two
just to check it, and then
I think
try to
I think
fast horse
Gadami's the one
tomorrow to
without.
47
Oh, he's going
to
39.
go there.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't being sneaky. So, yeah, wolf form to Santander, wolf form to Alicante, wolf form to Madrid.
Listen to
That's
the channel.
what we're looking at. Oh, okay, so
because
you
my
obviously
feedback is so helpful.
That's fine. If he can trap the Huns in Spain, the fact that there's only Seward here, he might be tempted to stay around for quite a while. He might be in Madrid now, and then he moves to Lisbon, and Seward might walk into him. No, small city. No, and that's kind of why I kind of want Gadami to stay put on Paris, because if he got a stake with the deck reshuffling, he can just go into Geneva, the other two can leave and dive into Spain or get onto ports or whatever.
So if you don't have
all the
a stake,
stakes in
you
the
can't
discard
just
pile,
keep
by the way.
supplying to find it.
But the issue with this is, like, if you're discarding all your stakes, you have to play more aggressive against Dracula. This works perfectly for Dracula.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to commit
when
even
you
more time to
redraw,
deal with these vampires, and they're going to have to be revealing way more combat
the discard
items.
pile.
So this works perfectly for him. Yeah, I got Aggie really early, and then got Harker, searched it, and then did a surprising return to search. Yeah, round 2.
Let's see. No Rufus Smith, but they have Aggie
You'd think
in
you'd play it, maybe. Because you need to get rid of this vampire. But there might be another vampire immediately after it, that's the problem. We haven't checked Toulouse.
Alright, here we go
Marseille
again.
hasn't been checked. Or Clermont-Ferrand hasn't been checked.
I think he has a planned ambush.
Yeah. No, that's true. So, I mean, there's a surge action, so this is, no points that way. But if you're just slowing down the hunters, that's exactly what you want.
Well, you can't get a point by fanging, though.
Yeah, I'd probably punch as well, unless you want to dodge to soak up the strength. Nah, he went for
I think
rifle.
he plays a
And
rifle
it's a
here.
day fight. The rifle's not broken.
Or a punch.
But, you know, that's just extra damage
I'd
onto
open with a
him.
punch.
I wouldn't be. On you go. I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if Van
Oh.
Helsing has a Heavenly Host, and you'll just try to land it. He's got CG. It's like but it makes sense if he does it now, because then the deck will reset, so you might get it back.
And if the go ahead. If the
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's gonna punch. There it is. Oh, yep, got the punch.
maybe you
So
should have
now
opened with it
rifle's
then.
in kill range now.
I'm
it's not
anticipating a
mesmerised
punch
anymore.
here.
If you have a second, that's correct. Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
But the
We've just seen
if
rifle.
he
We don't know what the
fangs
other
him though,
thing
then
is.
it just they even out the
I mean,
damage.
I think it's just
It's a Van
screaming to me that it's
yeah.
Heavenly Host because of the fact that CG is there, so you want to keep them for it.
Van
Unless
Helsing,
it's a
does he
second
have
Holy
2
Circle,
combat items?
unless you just want to play
We've
it.
just seen
I don't know if they
the
have ones in the discard pile or not.
the
Okay,
rifle.
nice fangs.
Right. Yep.
Oh, nice dodge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you could have easily just played the rifle there. He probably dodged to soak up the strength, but you know, still a good dodge though. If he's got a well, he can just escape his mist now. This is the problem. I don't think.
Nice dodge.
Yeah, that's true. Hmm. Probably.
If he
yeah.
has it.
Yeah.
If he
you
has
just have
it.
to hope that you don't get strength
But I
again.
think he got it last time because he played plotting.
Yeah. At least you're not taking damage from mesmerize, fortunately.
I think he played rifle here
it could happen that
to
Van
stop
Helsing
the
just cannot
escape his
kill this
bat.
thing. If he just keeps drawing the right cards. If he keeps drawing mesmerize and strength.
Or mesmerized, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
There he
so
goes. Escape is missed. Yup. Hmm. And you got Mina there too. Mina might have to start fighting. You just. She
he played a punch, yeah.
She has something, but we don't know what it is. We haven't seen it yet.
He's got one more day to
I
deal
assume
with
it's
him.
something good, but who knows?
But Mina has no combat cards though.
And what she
just
discarded
says
too, because they're assigned to
circle and yeah.
6 events discarded. They are fairly well supplied actually. The fact they had the Mystic Research out.
I wonder what she got.
I mean, it's possible. Let's count them in the discard pile. There's still one there, so yes, someone has Holy Bullets.
Is there a chance Van Helsing has holy bullets on him?
Yeah, but he has horses. We know he has 2 combat items, and Holy Bullets don't count the way the screen counts it. Sword might have it.
I think it's him.
I doubt Mina does.
I think it's like he's trying to get that
You
rifle
don't
off.
carry Holy Circle
Because we haven't
bullets
seen it
and
hit yet.
horses. So it has to be one of the other 2. One of the other 2 has Holy Bullets.
Then never mind.
And if Dracula has realised that, yeah. Sorry, it'd be interesting to see if Dracula has clocked onto that or not. He's staying. He feels safe.
See if he goes to sea.
Interesting.
No, you're good.
I agreed with your comment about you take fog normally behind the veil, but there's no fog available. So.
Oh yeah, I know. I think fog is the best. You mentioned double forewarning. You have both of them.
Yeah. If you draw double. No, exactly. I think if you depending on when you get behind the veil, if you know you got double fog.
Oh yeah, I know. I think fog is the best thing to take out of
care about
Dracula's
fog?
hand.
Maybe not.
But you mentioned double forewarn. If you have both of them, then
if you're
that's
playing
fine.
it well, you should be
fog
just
doesn't give you
forewarning
points.
the time you jump onto Dracula and then you kill him. That's like the most efficient way of doing it. Obviously, it's very hard to actually do that in practice. But if you're ditching stakes, you might want to just get rid of the vampire instead. I can see the merit to it. Bats can also be pretty good to get rid of. Yeah, and also the fact he has got horses. So he can't get into Spain even if he wanted to. This is why Dracula's staying exactly where he is.
Interesting. I'm gonna just move to
Mina
8.
and
Maybe
Van
he's
Helsing are the
anticipating the
ones with
C move.
horses. Sude's got
and it's gonna
horses,
camp
but
there and
Godalming doesn't,
supply.
so there's no way Godalming could get in here. So if it's
Is it a 12, you think?
maybe 12, I think my guess is going to be Dracula's been a little bit sneaky here and went Madrid and then Lisbon. I don't think he's gone to Cadiz. He might have done, of course, but that's just my gut. I think he's playing a little
Will
bit
he go to
tricksy
12,
here.
you think?
It's not overly tricksy. He might have also gone Madrid, Alicante. Oh, he's going to 12. Oh, he found him. Okay, right. Never mind. Yeah. Yep.
That's all the reckless vampires.
It is it? Yes, because one got discarded. Absolutely. Yeah, well spotted. And Sud has a
another
combat
vampire.
event. It could be Garlic Reef.
That's all the reckless
So he's got
vampires, by the way.
horse, 2 items, and then something else. It can't be a stake.
He discarded one.
He's got the holy bullets then? He could do a lot of damage here to Dracula if he can get these holy bullets off.
Yep.
I wonder if he's got a gun and gun, holy bullets, and heavenly host, and then horses.
Let's see if Seward
he would
just
do a
escapes
lot of
this
damage.
combat here.
He would then be left with nothing. But
And
if Dracula's going to see, then Seward doesn't care. Oh, nice fangs. Oh, he's.
Oh, look, he's throwing the knife.
Oh, so maybe it's knife rifle holy
that'd be
bullets
great.
then. Oh, yeah, nice knife. I mean, he's revealed it, which is not ideal, but... You know, the vampire didn't get a point.
Look, he's throwing the knife.
It's down to 1 health, so it can easily be punched now. So he can escape if he wants to and deal with this later. He's not in a rush to deal with it now, he just wants to try and get out of this. He might have heroic leap as well, so he might not enter the combat with Dracula. Especially if Dracula... it's a tricky one. I would go for the punch. I think if you don't want to miss an opportunity to potentially kill, unless you dodge and then punch next turn. He's
Would you
strange. That
escape
makes
here?
perfect sense. Yeah, I think you take the gamble. I think you take the gamble that he doesn't have something to counter, because it's only strength, right? So the other option is maybe you dodge and then look to punch, but if
Now you're weakening Seward.
that's the problem with this, and I think that's maybe an option of where maybe you just escape and then you come and deal with this 1-point vampire later. Because also there's a rumor token in front of this, by the way.
Yeah, because now you're
so if that
weakening
matures,
Seward
then
for
this
the
vampire
Dracula
is
fight.
irrelevant. So, unless it's a bait, obviously. So
Right.
yeah, I don't think you should be killing this vampire unless you can do it in a really efficient way, like you punch and then knife or something. This will just become a bit awkward. If you can get Seward down to 5, then something heroic leap isn't a possibility. Even if Dracula takes a lot of damage, he might be able to still kill Seward, which will make it worthwhile. The fact there's no other hunters nearby.
Right.
Yeah, I think escape would have been the better option there. But then it's very easy in hindsight to say that. But then if the vampire had mesmerized or done something else, or like a claws, I guess fangs would have counted because he would have got the health back. In fact, he fanged already. Would he have the second one? Probably not. So. No, he's clawing him, because he wants to get damage in on him. Okay, that's a dead vampire, but Seward is down to 5 health now. But it does, but it makes it more efficient by killing this
Probably
vampire.
escape
It's
his
one
bat
fewer
here.
vampire to deal with. They have got a
Claws,
rumor token
okay.
in front of it, but...
Making
Yeah,
the night combat harder, yeah.
yeah. I wonder how... Yeah, they've got Geneva to deal with. Yeah, this is going to be a very combat-heavy game. By the
Bloody
looks of it.
combat.
There are no stakes,
They both took 4
so
damage.
they're just going to have to constantly get into combat. Both crucifixes, so it can't be crucifixes.
Alright, you gotta
all
pick
the
another fight
rhino-
coming up right here.
All the pistols except one, and all the rifles except one are in the discard pile. Well, the rifle Van Helsing has, so there's a pistol somewhere. So it might be Seward. But then he has to be the one with the holy bullets then, surely. So then what does Godalming have? Does Godalming have... Does Mina have Heavenly Host and Godalming has Heavenly Host? Where's the third Heavenly Host then? Maybe Van Helsing has it. Maybe that's what's happened. So Sword doesn't have Heavenly Host. I think that's what's going on.
Alright, here we go.
Huh.
He's got to kill the vampire here.
And then there's still Marseille. There could be another one. Maybe a new vampire so they can go and find it together.
We'll see
But
here.
it's just slowing
Let's
down
see
the
if he
hunters
starts
so
with
much.
Heavenly Host.
If
He's
if
got to
Sword
kill the
gets battered
vampire
in
here, though.
Spain, either killed or battered, Dracula can just kind of stay there for more or less as long as he wants. And he's not going to get punished too hard by it.
Right.
Godalming needs a movement event to get there. Oh, playing Mesmerize? Yeah, because he's mesmerized now, so the rifle can't kill. Oh man, this is so awkward. Yeah. Right, guns are
Fangs,
just
you think?
bad at killing vampires
Mesmerized?
if you get mesmerized.
Okay. No.
No, it hasn't, has it? I don't think it has. If it did, it didn't. It got returned damage, like from fangs or something. I can't remember now.
And the gun hasn't gone off yet, not once.
Oh, maybe just play Heavenly Host. Then you're making CG much weaker.
No.
Yeah, that's a problem. Rifle wouldn't even kill. This is the big issue of all this.
See if he strengths him again.
Yeah, it's not a knife fight, fortunately for him, but yeah, he'll be becoming more and more. I mean, it's fine, but the problem is he's got horses. You need to get them trained onto Godalming.
Yeah, and Van Helsing is
Van
in
Helsing
death
won't be able to
range
move anywhere
soon.
to do that. Unless he gives the horses to Mina, then Mina trades with Godalming. Yeah, I think I would too, actually. Yeah. Oh, straight. Oh, there's a Heavenly Host. So he did have to use it in the end.
Fangs here, you think? I think that would.
No, it was.
Fangs
Yeah,
if
that
I
was extremely fortunate.
vampire.
If he clocked onto it, but maybe he didn't have fangs.
Oh, it doesn't have it, maybe.
But that
Now you can start drawing again. That's discarded, and he's going to go reshuffle.
yeah,
Lucky
that's right.
it wasn't Fangs.
Yeah. Yes, you're absolutely right. Oh, yeah, because there's been so many combats.
Well, now you can start drawing again.
Godalming only
because
moved on his turn.
That's discarded, and it's going to
That's
go
right. What was in
reshuffle.
Santander? We don't know. Oof, okay. I don't know. Oh man, it should get beaten up really badly. This rumor token might just mature. Mina, she has to go to Marseille because Van Helsing can't deal with it. Probably.
Let's see if Mina. Yep.
Yep. Oh! Clermont Ferrand. Yeah, it was a 50-50.
So she'll just go 1 instead of 2.
Oh, well, that's decent, but the problem is if he's got a knife and a gun, he can't actually do damage to Dracula then. If Dracula just strengths, he can just counter anything that Sword does, and Sword's forced to escape.
So you sent Godalming there. Alright, here we go. Planned ambush.
I don't think he has it. He has a combat item. He has 2 combat items. One's a knife, something we don't know, but then he has another card which is not a combat card. It has to be the Holy
Heavenly
Bullet.
Host,
It
then.
can't be Stake. It can't be a Garlic Reef, otherwise he would play it. It has to be the Holy Bullet. So he's got weapons.
And we're,
So yeah, this strength is perfect. It counters everything. Sword might get out of this combat now, but Dracula's not taking damage, and that's exactly what he wants. Unless he wants to go really aggressive to kill Sword, but can he do that? And how much damage would he take in the process? I'll be interested to... I don't think he has it. No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he wants to actually fight Dracula here. Maybe he has great strength. And he thinks he can outplay Dracula.
let's see Heavenly Host. Let's see.
It is
No,
one
he wants to
strength
fight
gone.
too.
Yeah.
He's not leaving.
And the problem is, if Dracula fangs, remember Aggie's in play, so bites aren't going to be as good. Sword would get bitten, but
Well, that's one
he's revealed
strength gone.
horses, so it's not, it's not that critical. That'd be much better than him dying. I don't know how many events he's got. I think he's got a few events. Probably, yeah, or second strength. Escape as bat isn't a possibility because he's got too many anti-escape as bat things.
Mesmerize here.
Oh, yeah, no, it's the pistol. He has a pistol, not a rifle. There's mesmerize. Yeah, he's got. You see, there's the pistol, the remaining pistol, and he's trying to get holy bullets off, which makes perfect sense. And the good thing is with holy bullets, it works through mesmerize. Only the weapon's affected by mesmerize, not the holy bullets. He might knife now, but he might get strength, which then means Dracula can escape as bat, because pistol doesn't stop escape as bat. Unless Sword's really... Yeah, unless Sword's really sneaky
Try another
and he
gun.
leaves now, because that failed.
One of the things to remember is that Dracula doesn't shoot his 100 years.
Yeah.
She has strength.
That's right.
So far,
yep.
he's been having really good draws.
Yeah, in general, he's had decent draws. Yeah, maybe it was just the fangs in the previous one.
A lot of things
perhaps.
to remember is that Dracula doesn't choose
host,
his hand.
But,
the hunters do.
Maybe didn't expect him to play Heavenly Host.
He could have
he's got
complete
CG
crap.
and,
But so far, he's been having really good draws,
thing.
I think.
Dracula can now move to Granada, and he can't get killed by consecrated ground unless he gets really unlucky and CG Heavenly Host gets drawn. Oh, he's escaping. What? So he's taking 2 damage for free. I mean, honestly, that's all right for Dracula, for hunters rather. They did 2 free damage to him. Sword took nothing. Yeah, it could have been much better, obviously, but no weapons got broken. Yeah, but then no weapons got broken, so Sword doesn't have to resupply. Sword had no events. Where are all of their events gone?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You want to get those bullets off.
Well, they use Renewed Vigor, to be fair, and Long Night. Yeah, they got no events anymore. They just discarded so many events.
Seward had. Well,
he
got
a lot of
for,
immediately played ones.
He just planned ambush.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
Yeah.
Time to supply again. And Godalming's got to take care of 15.
Yeah, because...
And if he can't take care of it, then you have Mina as backup. But he's
no,
probably
it's
going
Atlantic.
to see here.
It's just on the border.
Unless he has a death sentence.
Well, no, it's not your fault. Where the interface is with the discarded cards, there's a tiny blue line that shows the division in the sea. On the physical board game, it's much easier to see that divide. It's very easy to miss.
You see what I know.
Because I've looked at the physical board game quite a lot, so that's just why I know. He is in a good spot, and Mina's also in a good spot. Actually, the annoyingest thing is one of us going to have to move off to deal with 15, which isn't great. Yes.
And you got a Godalming, and Godalming's in a good spot now.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah. Oh, okay, he's doing it that way round. Maybe Mina.
Well, it's fine. Just move Van Helsing down to 36, and see if maybe move Mina up. But he's got to take care of this first.
We've seen the local rumors, I think. Yeah,
because then next turn
one of each, so
he can move Godalming back to 8.
There is the possibility,
and then he can supply with Mina and everyone else to see if they can draw like
Rookamania says he also
has
an echo. What on earth is going on with my stream?
Yeah.
Bollocks. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to the stream now. This is very weird. You keep chatting.
Go ahead. Hi, everyone. So Dracula just went to sea in South Atlantic. We're trying to think of what needs to get done. They still have a rumor to take care of in Lisbon. It's like he sent Van Helsing also to 15. That could be really bad if it's a mob or something that goes off. Interesting play. I would not have done that. I'll ask Scott what he thinks when he comes back from listening to the echo stuff. See what Mina gets here. Waiting for Ondra. Gotta decide what to discard. He's already over. Okay. All right, let's see if this is a vampire. Because if it is, you want to have backup. We know that all 3 reckless are gone. Okay, there goes the hoax. That's gone. But now you got to move Van Helsing, I think, to 8 next turn, and then you have Mina's supply. We're gonna see what's in 31 now. See if he doubled up. Santander is the next thing to look at.
Okay, I'm back. There
Looks like
is
Seward is just
actually
resting
a
up
really weird
first before he
echo.
checks it.
I don't know what the hell is going on. There's something very strange with the stream.
I'm guessing Van Helsing's gonna rest because he's
So
not doing too
interestingly,
hot.
Van Helsing
Look at that
moved in
face.
to 15. It was a hoax. And John Seward just healed instead of checking 31.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably 'cause he thinks it's a vampire.
So interestingly, Van Helsing moved in to
Yeah,
15.
probably.
It was a hoax.
And Vay's also low on health as well.
And John Seward just healed instead of checking 31.
North Atlantic and Mediterranean.
Probably because he thinks it's a vampire and doesn't want a night fight.
Let's see, something got layered up. Let's see what got layered. Geneva and
All right,
Montreal.
another sea space. That makes sense. So now he's either North Atlantic or Mediterranean
Yeah, in my OBS,
because he
it's
can't have
picking up
wolf
your
formed.
audio correctly at the time that you're talking.
Let's see, something got layered up. Let's see what got layered. Geneva and Clermont-Ferrand.
Yeah, somehow you're somehow like delayed even further. It's very strange.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Check. At my end. I don't think so.
I've ne
Nothing that's open.
Apologies, people who are watching. That's probably why there's not many people watching. They're like, oh god.
No,
Okay, I don't know what to do. I can check to see if something's going on my end. I don't think so, though. I have
Yeah,
nothing
you
else
could try
open.
and just see if that fixes it. I don't know. Unless I restart the stream,
Let's
I don't
see.
know what it could be.
No, that's the absolutely. Yeah, it's a met. No, it's fine. If you want, I can
don't know.
always
Oh,
close
you
the
left
call
and
and
you
come back in.
All right.
Working now? Maybe.
It's a day combat. Smart on Seward.
Can oh
Yeah,
wait, don't
right.
hold your
All right.
bullets. You might actually be able to
Combat.
kill this thing.
Check the achievement.
This is a day combat, so smart on Seward.
Playing that gun, you're right.
Yeah, but the problem is Werecraft knows he's got it. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, Werecraft's gonna
Let's try to get the achievement.
Yeah, unless he
Depends if he draws it. If he doesn't draw it, then you can't play it.
yeah.
Probably
But the thing is,
playing that
even
gun,
if he
you're
gets
right.
the gun off early and he gets down to 1 health, he might be able to keep the new vampire alive long enough.
Oh yeah, Werecraft's gonna keep mesmerizing if he
Oh.
can and strengthening him.
Oh, okay. So
Depends if he draws it. If he doesn't draw it, then he
Time
can't
to
play
hook.
it.
If you load it up.
If he-
Boom! There we go. He's loaded up.
Hey!
Ching.
Let's see if he's loaded up. Boom!
people who are oh, there's more people watching now. People who are watching, is there
There
like
we
a
go.
really weird delay with Strider's audio? And it sounds
He's
like
loaded
we're talking
up.
over each other.
Cha-ching. Boom!
Yeah, quietly in real time, then loud on the delay. That's what I'm hearing as well. What is going on? This is so weird. I've done nothing differently when I've been setting up all my other streams. I don't get it. Oh, okay.
Oh, the vampire's back.
Yeah, that's a...
Not all you want, but you're gonna grab death card.
Yeah, must have had an awful hand. Oh dear. This is awkward.
Oh, the vampire's dead.
I mean, I don't know, 'cause I'm not very
You
au
can
fait
put
with
all
these
you
live
want, but you're
streams.
gonna
I could
grab
restart
a
the live
death
stream,
card.
but then it cut the game in half. I don't know what I should do.
Nah, keep the game going if you want. I'll just get out of the stream so it's not messing it up.
If you want,
I'll just comment in the live chat.
you want to do that?
I don't care either way, it's fine with me.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. We'll have to investigate that. I'll have.
Nah, keep
That's
the
very
game
weird,
going if you
'cause
want.
I think the Pizza Wizard earlier didn't
I'll
have that
just
problem. I don't
cut
think
out
it
of the
did. Nobody
stream so
said
it's
it
not
if
messing it up,
if it was.
and I'll just comment in the live chat.
I'll disconnect.
Sure.
I don't care either way. It's fine with me. Nah,
And it.
it's cool.
R.I.P. Strider. Okay, don't know what happened there. Sorry, folks.
No, it wasn't.
So yeah,
I'll disconnect.
interesting stuff indeed. So yeah, dead vampire in Spain. That's really good for the hunters. They've bought themselves a lot of time. They don't have to faff around with that for long. Wait, he still has horses on Van Helsing. What is going on? Why did he move them both to 15 if he didn't then trade the horses across? Yeah, I agree, Rook. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. We've still got over a week of the game to go anyway. So yeah, apologies for that. That's very weird. It can't be because he joined midway through the stream. That's impossible. Huh, I don't know. I'll have to investigate it. Anyway, so yeah, we're about halfway through. We've been playing for over an hour. There's been a lot of combat. It's slowed the game down, but it's okay. There's been a lot happening. So just in case you're just joining, there's Cosmic Ground on Mina. Sorry, Strider. Cosmic Ground on Mina. There's a little bit of inefficiency going on here dealing with the vampire. Geneva took like 3 combats to kill that vampire. But it's alright now. They got 2 sea spaces. So they've been Mediterranean or North Atlantic. So people in the chat, where do you think Dracula's gone? Has he gone to North Atlantic, aiming for the UK, even though he knows that CG is a possibility? There's consecrated ground he has to worry about? Or is he going east? Sounds like an exciting game. It is. It's been a lot of combat, very different from the games I've seen so far today. They've all been very different. The one between Quincy and Werecraft was just mental. Lots of layers and stuff. You expect nothing less from Werecraft. The game between Edward Scissorhands and Fangs of Fire was a lot more sort of like just standard, deal with the trail, very tense and tactical, and then just cornered, you know, at the end. And then this one has been a lot more combat heavy because all the stakes got discarded. Now the deck is reset. So now they're back in play, and that Heavenly Host is back in play too. I'm going to bet East. I mean, I probably agree with you, to be honest. It's the much safer play. Unless he thinks he can get through the UK before the last Heavenly Host is drawn, or if it is drawn, it's drawn on the wrong person. Did he check Santander? I don't think he did. Sorry, this is the only problem live streaming. I'm watching the chat and not the game. I know how Twitch streamers feel. He didn't check Santander, he has to deal with it now. And how much health does Van Helsing have? He was beaten up pretty badly by the vampire in Geneva. Well, they did have 3 rounds at it. Okay, he can. Apologies. He's on 5 health. He can deal with that. This I like. This kind of scream. Oh wait, he landed. What? Oh, it has to be Cagliari, surely. There's no way he's an island. He can just get CG. No, he has to be in Cagliari. He can get to Bordeaux today, so that's good. Get to Marseille tomorrow. Well, if you want, you can get to Alicante and then you can go across. Oh, but you're down an item, Seward. Yeah, get to Bordeaux. Oh, nice desecrated soil. Van Helsing used his heavenly host. So that's going to mature. Well, that worked out pretty well for him. Nice. Yeah, there's actually been... I don't even know who's winning right now, honestly. I mean, Dracula got the 7 points, but he went down to 5. He's going to get healing back. Hello. I hope I'm back. Still here. Okay. Okay, I don't know what happened there. That was super weird. I had Wi-Fi the entire time, so I don't know what that was about. And now waiting for Ondra. I'm going to quickly just leave the game and rejoin, just to make sure that I'm not, like, that timeout didn't actually fail. Or didn't, you know, because sometimes I've had that, where the game's actually progressing. I never had, like, internet issues. It's only ever since I started doing live streams, maybe my internet gets a little bit funky. So apologies, I'm reloading now, as you can see. The joys. Okay, come on game. There you go. Okay, so what's going on? Oh! He played Money Trail. Interesting. What? You're not gonna feed on Cagliari? Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I thought he was. I mean, maybe you didn't hear me with the audio cut out. But I was. The fact he landed after 2 C spaces, it can't be Ireland because that would just be a death sentence with CG. So yeah, it has to be Cagliari. Oh, thank you, Aruk. I did say that. Okay, nice. Hello, everybody watching. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Apologies for the technical issues earlier. There's always going to be snags in the road somewhere. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, actually. All these live streams have gone pretty well. So yeah, good mature. Why didn't he feed? Because if it is Cagliari and it's a vampire and it matures, it'll get your feedback even sooner. So I just don't know why you're like. The hunters use renewed vigor, so they could have the second one, but yeah, what's he saying? Werecraft is loving the horse economy. Yeah, he's loving it. It's actually been a very sort of conservative game from Ondra. Normally Ondra plays quite aggressively. It's actually been quite... I mean, the renewed vigor was a little bit strange, but if it felt like he got him into the position where he needed to, be in, then it's okay. He needs to get that across onto Godalming. Then try and get them to meet up. Maybe get them to meet up in Munich, because you know Dracula's heading east here, so there's no guessing. So can go. Oh, but you got a horse dealing. You don't want the one with horses going on to Cagliari, but in this case you might not have a choice. Lair situation. Okay, France and Geneva. Okay. His horse economy is very well set up. But now Mina used a ticket to move, so is that put a yellow 2 back in the deck and he's just drawing 7 out of 8, you know, yellow 2s all the time? Or she put a yellow 1 in there? A point that Strider was making, and I agree, is Maybe leave Caligari because he can't rumour it. Well then, hide. If you hide, you can rumour, and then you can feed. Oh, okay, well this screams Bari now. I just think he's taking too much seed damage by doing this. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. Maybe now he's going to feed. In Bari. He feels like he's safer in Bari, maybe. Who can catch him? Potentially Sword and Gadami can. They have sense of emergencies and renewed vigors. Maybe it's another Desecrated Soil. I mean, that's also true. He might put down the second one. But it's just too easy that the wrong hunter bumbles into it. Okay, yeah, that doesn't look like a vampire. That doesn't look like a vampire in Cagliari. That looks, yeah, Desecrated Soil or a hoax or something. There's a hoax in Clermont-Ferrand though. He rumoured his current location. Yeah, but the thing is, if he's going to feed, he can't rumour, and if he goes to sea, he can't rumour, so he's going to do it now. And the hunters haven't supplied much since the reset, so those stakes are probably still in the deck. And even if there is a stake, it might be the wrong hunter that has it. Yeah, they're really short on events. Oh, I can't click between the portraits. Nice. Gadami has no event. I don't think Seward does. They supplied really well early on thanks to Mystic Research, but now they don't have a lot of strength, the hunters, which is ridiculous. Maybe in terms of items they do, but well, that's kind of cool. If he can get to Florence today, there's then a risk he'll jump onto... We're assuming it's Bari. It could be... Wait, where was Godalming? Godalming was in Milan. Oh, there's the yellow one. See, if he's in Bari, this is now threat... Oh, there's an excellent weather and then fast horses. Ooh, yeah. Yep, that's a thing that could happen. We haven't seen excellent weather yet. Oh no, he doesn't have excellent weather. He's got no event. What was I saying? I said that a second ago. So worst case, it's Seward, and he's used his holy bullets already. Yeah, look, Gadami's got no event. Seward has no event. Van Helsing's down an item, but he has one event. I mean, it has two events, one of which is Consecrated Ground. Yeah, the hunters are really ill-equipped in terms of events. They just all their events got used early, and there's a lot of them that got discarded as well. I wonder what things were discarded. I hope they weren't anything really strong. Yeah, you're right. Maybe Van Helsing has excellent weapon. He'll trade it to Gadami. What's Mina doing? He trying to position Mina so then when Dracula does go east, because he is going to go east, she can catch him. The problem with this is all Dracula has to do now, because he's stalling, he might be able to get Valona, Sophia, Salonica, and then hide, and Trinium might fall off the Trill in time. Let's think. So he feeds in Bari, or hides, either. Let's say feed. Feed, Adriatic, Valona, Salonica, Ionian is off the trail, so then you go backwards again. He's going to take a lot of sea damage, by the way. Taking the German tour line, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Just that classic route, right? Going, where does she start from? Like Marseille, I think? Or Paris? Paris to, I don't know, Paris to Sofia via Berlin. I mean, it is a good route to go around, to be fair. But she has horses. Oh, he's left and gone to sea again. He's not feeding. You're not in danger. You're not in danger. I mean, there's Seward. But Seward's down an item, and you know exactly what he's got. He has two weapons. He has no Heavenly Host. I'm worried that Dracula is just gonna he's just gonna. I mean, the hunters haven't got events, but is Dracula just gonna run out of health before he can actually, you know, win? Cagliari maturing will be decent though. I assume Van Helsing is going to deal with it. Yeah, you're right, straight out. Yeah, probably Van Helsing will deal with it. The problem is having to send someone's going to deal with Bari instead of going east. And you got Godalming, who's the one with outfast horses, is the one who's having to go east, and that's not what you want. Yeah, no stalling. Yeah, I'm really surprised at Rook. I am really, really surprised. Maybe he's just going to go east, and then go back to sea again, and then the minute it's 4th week he lands. Maybe he's thinking if he stalls, he'll be in the east in the end of the 3rd week, and then he'll be going to sea when it's 4th week, and that's not what you want to be doing. You want to be landing at 4th week. And he's used his wolf form, so like he's just going to land in Valona and get CG'd there? He's going to get forced back to... They got that Heavenly Host back. Let's assume it's a Consecrated Ground and 2 Heavenly Hosts. CG... Where is Roscoe? I don't know where Roscoe is. I'm not sure. Maybe he's in the chat, but he's not saying anything. Yeah, this is very interesting play by Werecraft. I don't know how I feel about it, but if he's a man with a plan, then that's fine. If there's a strategy behind this, that's fine. Cagliari? No? He's letting it mature, yeah, but it's very risky. If it's desecrated soil, that's amazing. I mean, maybe if it's desecrated soil, then maybe he just reduces desecrated soil and he can't let it mature, and he's not going to waste time going there for something he can't stop maturing. Which is fine. Use the actions to get Van Helsing east, but Van Helsing's down an item. What's he going to do if he runs into Drac? Yeah, they use Money Trail for Mediterranean. Yeah, they're really running out of... Yeah, they really need to start supplying. They're just having to move all the time. That's the problem. There's a chance he gets his wolf form back. Yeah. And then he... Oh, do you take the... If it was a vampire, would you take the 4 guaranteed points to get your wolf form back, or do you hold out for the 7? Well, Sword might just go and deal with Barry anyway. That'd be a pretty good bait if you make him think it's a desecrated soul, but it's actually a vampire. So you're accelerating the game even faster. Yeah, that might do it. And that's true, it would take Adriatic off the trail as well. So you could just go back to the Adriatic. But the problem is Valona will be on the trail, so you have to misdirect Valona and go back there. Unless Dracula's going to be sneaky here and land it. No, he's not going to land in Venice, is he? No, that's just asking for trouble. I think if he just gets CG'd, the problem is they haven't got enough tokens to force him out of Valona and block him from going to... Unless you put the permanent token in Salonika, and then 1 in Athens and 1 in Valona. So you force him out of Valona, and you might be able to jump on him before he gets to sea. Or if he does go to sea, he has to go via Black Sea, which means he's taking more damage. Wait, I must have spaced out at some point. I thought Godalming didn't have it. So maybe Mina doesn't have horses. What is going on? Mina had horses at one point. Oh, I'm confused. I'm so confused. Seward definitely has horses. So does Van Helsing not have horses then? Did they actually trade them around? But Van Helsing went here. Okay, I spaced out. I'm apologizing. I apologize in advance, folks. This is what happens when you do 3 live streams in a day. You kind of start losing your mind a little bit. It's been a long week as well. Do you CG tonight? I mean, I think you do. I think you do, and you catch him in Sophia. I think you do use CG tonight. When else are you going to use it? And if Van Helsing does have excellent weather, he can get over here pretty quickly. Or you can block him from going to Munich. There's no wolf form. You're forcing it into Sophia or Sarajevo. It'd be better if you could just force him just to Sarajevo. That would be the best case scenario, but I don't think they've got the... Unless they got really fortunate, they haven't got the other Heavenly Host. I agree. I think I'd pull the trigger. And especially if this is a Discreet Soul in Cagliari, you want to try and fight him in Sofia or Sarajevo before that Discreet Soul matures. Well, so didn't search. No, I understand why you wouldn't search, because imagine if it's a fighting vampire. There is still the possibility of a new vampire. All the records have been used, one of them has been discarded by behind the veil. It should be visible, but it's not. So there's still, it could be a new vampire, it could be an aristocratic, but there's also the possibility as well we have to consider, if he has something like a fog, he might just play it in Sophia because Godalming doesn't have an event. Oh, he's playing Consecrated Ground. Okay, let's see how this works out. Oh, I don't know about that one. Oh, I wouldn't do that. No, he can just move to Athens now. Oh wait, hang on a second. If he goes to Athens, is this good for him? Ionian's here. Athens. Hide, feed. Oh no, this is Tyrrhenian. Let's think. If he goes to Athens, this is Tyrrhenian. Hide, Ionian. Oh, if he catches him now in Athens, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this CG. It'd be much better if he'd put it in Sophia. I understand why he's put in Sarajevo, because there's a possibility that Mina can't get there. Oh, imagine now bats, if there's bats there. Oh, it's Discreet Soil. Oh, so it's not a Discreet Soil in Cagliari. Oh, is it a hoax? This Discreet Soil does nothing in terms of protection. So he can move into oh no, don't reveal Heavenly Host. Oh wait, he revealed it for the CG, didn't he? So it doesn't matter. I didn't keep track who revealed Heavenly Host, because I always miss that thing in the interface. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I guess you just don't reveal it. Oh, well, yeah. He has no forewarned, and Dracula knew that. Which is kind of why you wanted to force him into Sophia, because then he's forced to move out of Sophia again. If you got the permanent token on Salonika, you have to misdirect Valona. Misdirecting Valona is really bad because Adriatic's on the trail, he can't wolf form, you'd have to go to the Black Sea coast, which means he takes more damage. So yeah, that was always kind of going to happen, I'm afraid. So, what... Oh, it was a new vampire, so good job he didn't search that at night. That would have been awful. And he hasn't got Holy Bullets anymore. Yeah. So... yeah, this is looking pretty good for Dracula now. he can feed in Athens safely, and then he leaves. If Cagliari's a vampire, he'll be up to 9 points, so he only has to go back to Cagliari and then hide, and then he wins. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. If it's a hoax in Cagliari, he might be able to pick up something like an Unearthly Swiftness or Darkness Returns, which would facilitate him to get points quicker as well. Should have CG'd Athens and Salonika. Yeah, I agree. I think Salonika, because if you force him into Sophia, Salonika's the way out. So yeah, I agree. I agree. And even if he plays Fog and Sophia, it's not as great, because it only lasts for 1 day, the hunters can chase you again. He's obviously made them use Renewed Vigor as well, which is just amazing. Yeah, Dracula's looking pretty good here for the win. Because they've used Vampire Lair, they've used CG, they've used Renewed Vigor. They got both Renewed Vigors, by the way. So yeah, this is looking very, very good for Dracula. Very good. When combat took 12 years, yeah. To be fair, I think there's a little bit of an interface problem. So there's been a lot of combat this game. To be fair, combat just naturally slows the game down. Just because people are picking really, really carefully, and it takes time for the animations to be done. So yeah. Yeah, if this is a vampire in Cagliari, this new vampire fight is just irrelevant. That was kind of a clever play then with the rumor token. If he's used the rumor token to make him think, oh, it's not a vampire in Cagliari, it's actually in Bari, but then there's a vampire there as well. And he made him think it was a Desecrated Soil. As a Desecrated Soil, the second one's not going to mature because it got wiped from the Heavenly Host, but Orcomania loves combat. Of course he does. It's his favourite part. Yeah, very rock, paper, scissors, lizard, spark, isn't it? That stops the pistol. That makes sense. This vampire's just stalling. That's all it has to do. It doesn't have to kill Seward. He doesn't have to kill Seward to win. He can just stall, and that's what that's what his job is. It's all about. We talked about it in the Hunter Guide video I did. It's understanding combat objectives. This new vampire does not have to kill Seward. You don't have to go aggressive. Just see out the win. If it's a vampire in Cagliari, then obviously this fight is just irrelevant, so it's okay. If it isn't a vampire, if it's a hoax, then obviously this vampire is relevant. But Seward cannot stake it because he's not in a big city, so he can't apply for a stake. Unless he gets a lucky find, he won't be able to do it. So yeah. His favourite card is Holy Circle. Is that true, Aruk? Is that true? Excellent. I hate combat. Is there any card in this game that allows me to avoid combat? Holy Circle. That's the one. An escape route, I'm sure. No, Rook, you have to kill Dracula. No, 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 I hate combat. Escape route. Let me jump out of combat so that the other hunters can deal with it. Oh, I see how it is. If we ever play a team game again, you're just going to abandon me. Abandon ship. Just leave me be with Dracula. Nice. we should get Nomad to create a new achievement for the game. I don't know what it'd be called. It'd have to have a rook's name in it. If you can kill Dracula without ever entering combat with him, so you have to use Rufus Smith and CG to kill Dracula. You should get an achievement for it. So yeah, sorry, I haven't been talking much just because, you know, this fight is a little bit of an irrelevancy at the moment, unless Seward somehow managed to kill, but he's not. It's just mesmerizing. He's plotting against him, just normal defensive new vampire things. That's completely normal. Werecraft is locked out on the vampire cards. Yeah, apart from the one in Lisbon. In Lisbon, he seemingly got a shit hand. And he didn't get the fangs against Van Helsing when he wanted to fang the Heavenly Host, unless he did, but he didn't play it. But then it took 3 attempts for Van Helsing to get that, so it won him a lot of time. I feel it's been a bit tough for Ondra. Yeah, it can feel pretty tough if they're just throwing out strings of mesmerizers. I had a practice game against Edward Scissorhands, and he was just writing in the chat every time I was like, strength, mesmerize, strength, mesmerize. He was like, is that your combat hand? Like, really? Oh, another plotting. Okay, that's 2 damage onto the vampire. But the vampire's not dead, and he can just strength now and get more damage in. I know Seward can heal quicker, but, you know, if he's healing, he's not doing other things, like getting events, or improving ticket economy, or trading, or whatever. I know he's on his own, but, you know. Seward is just like Lone Ranger here against this new vampire. And new vampires are stubborn as hell to kill. Especially if they do manage to draw just a couple of mesmerizing strings and they just escape round 4. It's pretty nasty. Now the vamp should play Fangs. Yeah, actually Fangs would be decent. Yeah, you're right. Worst case scenario, oh no, yeah. Worst case scenario, Seward plays Rifle. Well, no, not Rifle, Pistol. And Vampire would actually net health off it because he's mesmerized. If he dodges, he can get both health back. Yeah, I agree actually. Yeah. Combat is a cyclone of pain. There he goes. Oh, there's the fangs, you see. See, Strider? You said you don't know anything about the game. That's not true. Not true at all. Yeah, so Vampire's back up to 4 health. That's survivable later on, so that's perfect. Okay, so I guess the question is, what is in Cagliari? Is it actually the hoax? In the end, it's not desecrated soil. Is it actually a vampire? Vampire would be great because it just wipes everything, and he can just go to Cagliari and land again, and he wins. Great call on that one. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, good call on the fangs. Yeah. Why has he got a turn? Is there renewed? Oh, renewed vigor's in play. Oh no, are you? Oh no, you can't search it again. You're gonna have to supply. Yeah. Yep. Fog in Cagliari. It wouldn't actually. Well, hang on. Would that allow Bari to definitely mature? Maybe just pop it in Genoa, so then they can't get to Cagliari to stop you landing. There's no possibility of external weather across. Supply for a stake. Yeah, but where? Right, they're all in small cities. Like, where do you supply from? Oh, Van Helsing does have. So Mina doesn't have horses now. What on earth happened? I missed that trade. Oh no. Oh, unless I was mistaken all the way from the beginning, but okay, I clearly missed a trade there. Okay, Van Helsing's gonna go deal with Barry? Or he's gonna supply for a stake and then he moves in? Oh, they gang up on it. Oh, well, that could work. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of what we talked about in the other game, right? If If the Huns are having to use Renewed Vigor, I mean, obviously he tried to play Renewed Vigor to get onto Dracula's space, but he played Forewarned because there was no he'd play Fog because no Forewarned to worry about. But oh, she has an escape route. That's all she has. As hunters, or from a Dracula perspective, if the hunters are using things like Renewed Vigor to deal with your encounters and not chase you, that's a win. And that's a huge win. Nothing discards? Nope, because they're undersupplied. Yeah, I don't know what you do with me now. You're just gonna have to backtrack. Oh, really? Ah, well, I guess it prevents Black Sea. But I think Jasher's gonna go to Cagliari and then feed and then hide and then he wins. I know these two Huns are here, but if there's no, I mean, God, there could be a forewarned though. Unless you do go Black Sea. Because there's no Renewed Vigor, so, and you only have to move twice. If this is a vampire in Cagliari. Oh, she has a Heavenly Host. Why did you reveal the Heavenly Host? There you go, Rook. That's what Ondra thinks of your favourite item. Any messages on? You reveal because he already knows. Wait, did she reveal? Oh, okay, because the problem. Every time that Consecrated Ground gets played, I always miss the animation to tell you who's revealing it. I'm just more focusing about where the Heavenly Host is being played, not who's actually playing it. If Mina revealed a Heavenly Host from CG, that's fine. Then that's okay. I would probably still hide it, because there's a good chance that Dracula's going to forget. Oh, it was a vampire. Okay, so all of this stuff didn't matter in the end. Okay. So yeah, nice bait with the Rumour token. Very good. Very good play. Right, so the question is, when he then lands, wherever he lands, is he going to be able to stop whatever? Because if he goes to Cagliari, he's going to have to deal with these two. Can he deal with whatever they throw at him? Do they have a forewarned? If not, he can fog it. He might also just throw down a Reckless Vampire if he's got one. Because the deck's reset. If he's got a Reckless Vampire, just put it down, should be 1 point from victory. You might be able to find one of them. It was a vampire, yeah. No, it's a very good bait with the Rumour token in Barry. Distract them and make them think that it wasn't a vampire. I'll go all the way to the UK. You're just stalling a very long time, I think. It'd be way into the 4th week by then. Do you need to? I mean, you could do that. You could go all the way to Ireland and you'll be safe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It'd be on 4 health. That's now another question for Dracula here. How much IDS does Dracula want? How much IDS does Dracula want? Because this could come down to IDS between Ondra and Quincy and Werecraft. If he goes all the way to Ireland, he's guaranteeing victory because there's no CG to kill him. But then he might get X and weathered like last time against Quincy. He can go to Cagliari, or somewhere else. He could go Adriatic if he wants to. But yeah, maybe go Adriatic. Werecraft wants a lot. Yeah, that's the thing. But if he goes all the way to the UK, he's not going to get much IDS out of it. And let's think about feed. So he goes Ionian, Tyrrhenian, Mediterranean, South Atlantic, North Atlantic, lands. He would be able to store out long enough that he could feed in Galway and then move to win, or hide to win. But there's a risk that these two hunters might get into position and X and whatever on top of you, and then you die. He doesn't want to repeat what happened against Quincy. So that is something he could do. He might also be tricksy here and go into Adriatic and then land in Venice, say. He has Wolfform available, by the way. So that might be the way to do it. He could go Black Sea. I don't think that Mina and Godalme are going to meet up in time for them to be able to Psychic Scan and then jump on him. So maybe Black Sea might be the way to go. They haven't got Money Trail either, because they used it earlier. No X and Weathers have been played. True. So that's why I think maybe you do go Black Sea here. The risk is very low. They're not going to be able to meet up to scan in time. She doesn't have fast horses, so she can't get to Varna. She doesn't have sense of emergency, so she can't get to Varna. She doesn't have chartered carriage, so she can't get to Varna. So I think that might be the move, actually. Now, what could foil all this is if they suddenly pull an evil presence when he's in his second sea space. Because you would know, you got somebody on the Adriatic coast, so evil presence would trigger that. Tyrrhenian would trigger that. So you'd be able to work that one out. But even then he could Wolfform over them, he could, I don't know, yeah. I think he would still win. I think he's just accumulated too many points. It'd be interesting to see how Werecraft handles this. He might go the safe move and go Cagliari, but maybe he might just X and whatever on top. Oh, he's Night Supplying. Interesting. We got an event out of it. I'd love to see a black maneuver, but it doesn't seem likely. No, but maybe given the position of Van Helsing, maybe it is likely. It's more likely than normal, anyway. Okay, nothing unusual. I think the risks are very low, because there's no renewed vigor, so you're not going to get Seward coming over very quickly to Valona and then be able to move on to you or anything. I mean, if Kadami has sense of emergency, he can get to 56. Yeah, I mean, maybe he wants to go to Dracula's castle. He might want to go to Dracula's castle, but things he's gonna win with influence before he gets there. And the way the game works is you'd get the influence from moving to Castle Dracula, the game would end, and then Dracula heals. So he doesn't actually heal from going to the castle. The influence triggers first. At least in digital edition how it's done. I don't know if that's in the document of all the bugs. Yeah, apologies if I'm sounding sleepy. It's almost 1 AM my time. Been a good game though. But yeah, 3 long games. They've gone the distance. But it just shows how close everything is in this tournament. The results are going to be posted tomorrow. I can't wait to see what's going on. And because I've got an idea of how the groups look, but there are games that have been played which I haven't seen. Oh, where are you going with that, excellent weather? Guess it's in the chat. Yeah, where do you think Dracula's gone? Tyrrhenian, Adriatic, or Black Sea? He's going to try and jump onto Dracula and Tyrrhenian. Wolfform from Med, interesting. Yes, you'd have to go another sea space. I think you'd Wolfform from Tyrrhenian instead. I know it sounds a bit strange, but if you go to Mediterranean, you're telling Dracula exactly where you are. You're telling the hunters exactly where you are, and they can kind of plan from it. I agree that maybe if you Wolfform from Mediterranean, maybe you get so far away into Spain, you can go to Granada now for free. Are the hunters going to get there in time? Maybe not. I'd be supplying here because you could get an evil presence or local rumors, which would be incredibly helpful. You want evil presence now, Mina? Oh, nah. Go fish. Now he's getting through the deck, but it just came a little bit too late. He didn't have the events he needed early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 16. It's normal odds, more or less. But yeah, I think you need a night supply. Oh, he gave him a card. Oh, it's Great Wolf. Okay, it's not that consequential. That's alright. Yeah, you just draw an evil presence. It will tell you, because he's got a guy on Adriatic coast and Tyrrhenian coast. It will tell you exactly where Dracula is. Not that I don't think it matters. Especially now the way they've moved. Oh, Van Helsing has a crucifix. Fair enough. I don't mind a hidden crucifix. It's not so hidden anymore now, unfortunately, but stops the damage. Oh, now he gets Rufus Smith. In fact, the way he was moving from C earlier in the game, he was moving 2 at a time, so Rufus actually wouldn't have made much of a difference. Ooh, I don't know about that. If you do get Dracula into a combat, you kind of want Aggie in play. Unless he got surprising return that we're not aware of. So Dracula can't get to the UK now. He was going for the very safe move. I don't think Werecraft's going to stall. I think he's just going to try and land to win. Which can be deadly, but I think in this situation, because you know there's no renewed vigors, it's only Mina. I think Dracula can deal with Mina on her own. But you never know, it could all go badly wrong. That I like. That's really cool, because he could be going into Valona right now. Oh, interesting. Why are you Wolfwoman? Oh, you can't. Oh, I think you can't wolf over your trail in the digital edition. So he's doing this. He could be in Valona, or he's wolf formed over Valona. Yeah, in the digital edition, for some reason, there's a weird bug that you can't wolf form. If you're in sea and you're wolf forming onto land, you can't wolf form over a location that's on your own trail, which is very strange. There's nothing in the rules to say why you can't. So yeah, he's doing it to free up this. Or he could have landed in Valona, just to be extremely tricksy about it. So he'd rather take 1 damage from the wolf form than from Rufus, and also now he's on 6 health, not 5, so he's not in heroic leap range. So he can't die unless somehow someone gets the combat of the century against him. Oh, he's in Cagliari. Maybe he has actually just got a Cagliari. Now that I'm clearly wrong about Wolfram from Med, I'm falling back to Wolfram from Tyrrhenian. Could be in Milan, could be in Marseille. He could have faked a Wolfram onto Cagliari, that's very true. He can't feed though. So you'll just hide to win. So Dracula's gonna be on 6 health at the end of this game. Unless he suddenly bumps into him. Could have gone back to Bari. Yeah. Could have been very tricksy about it all. Should be Van Helsing's turn. There you go. Yeah. This looks like It's a GG. Another Dracula win. This is insane. Surely Dracula's got a higher win rate now. The first week went terribly for Dracula, but it's 50-50 after week 2. I've seen majority Dracula wins. Unless there have been Hunter wins behind the scenes, I haven't seen. Ooh, you could have been there. Good try. Go on, Mina, just check Sophia for the crack. Yeah, Dracula's playing very well. Ah, well. GG. Yeah, very well played, Dracula game. Again, well done. Well done, Werecraft. That's a very important win in terms of the league standings. Werecraft's now done the double over Ondra. And it makes third place a little bit more secure. If he managed to get the win against Trayman during the week, then he might actually be above Quincy now in terms of IDS. Because Quincy had a couple really, really narrow wins, which don't give you much IDS. So if I think Werecraft's wins have been fairly decent. So he might actually be ahead of Quincy now, which is a bit of a shock given how all that panned out. 46. I think 56. I think he's been really cheeky and he's wolf formed onto a port, but maybe it probably is 46. GG, well played. Nice, well done. Good game. It was an exciting game. I know my voice doesn't sound it because I'm tired, but yeah, it's been a good game actually. And there was a moment or two in Spain where I thought if you could get holy bullets off against Dracula, that would have been it. Dark Hole. Don't tempt him, Strider. Don't jinx it. If he was Seward, if he'd got holy bullets off in that combat, you know, that's a lot more damage, and Dracula would be able to do all this sea shenanigans that he did. That would have... I mean, were you chasing me or being summoned by me? Oi oi. Where is he? He did go to 46. Well done. Well done, Strider. Nice. Yeah, another Dracula win. Yeah, I think, again, Hunters didn't play badly. They were very well supplied at the beginning. I don't really know quite what happened. They just kind of got run around a little bit, and they just couldn't. In the mid game, they weren't supplying very much. And then that just, you know, if you see as a Dracula player that Gadami has no event, you know I can just fog right next to him, and it's absolutely fine. So yeah, the CG was a bit of a misplay. He had to keep him away from a port. I think it was 6 health. Yeah, 6. Actually, couldn't feed again. Yeah. So yeah, excellent win for Werecraft. He'll be very happy with that. Beat his rival for 3rd place. It's still not over. Ondra's still got a chance, obviously, but that puts Werecraft in the driving seat. And now, I'll give a little party popper in the chat. So yeah, Quincy's now going to watch himself. I think they're both equal. I don't know what the IDS is. On Sunday we'll find out the results. I'll post it in the normal Discord, obviously. Thanks for the stream. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Yeah, apologies for the technical difficulties. I'll have to put a comment about it. But yeah, Ondra's realised you should have put CG on the ports. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, he realizes his mistake, but that's fine. That's just part of the game. So it's very tight. So yeah, it looks like in Group D, where Kazak's got it in the bag more or less. It is possible he'll lose first spot, but it's going to be very difficult for Werecraft and Quincy to catch him now. So yeah, because Werecraft would have to beat both Quincy and Kazak, and same with Quincy, you have to beat. It's even harder for Quincy, because he would have to beat Werecraft and then also hope that Werecraft beat Kazak, but that means Werecraft will be getting ahead of him still. It's all very weird. Once I see how the league standings are, I'll be able to do permutations and stuff. But yeah, you're most welcome for the stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. of people watching this post game. Apologies for the technical difficulties. It was very strange. I don't know what happened there. I've never had that before. These streams have worked perfectly without issue. Well, if there's been any issues, it's just been audio balance. But never had echoes, so I don't know what that's about. Extremely weird. It might not be a bad idea to find out. I might pin a comment saying when the echoing stops. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head off to bed because I'm very tired. I've done like almost 7 hours of streaming once you combine all the matches together. So I'm quite tired, but I'm gonna go to bed. There might be a live stream tomorrow night. Ondra has to play Quincy. I don't. What's the time of that? Oh, well, it's quite late, I think. No, it's not that late. At 5 o'clock UTC, so that's 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's 7 p.m. my time. 7 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. UTC, 1 p.m. Eastern. But I'm not sure yet. I might not be available, so it just depends. So yeah, I'm going to go to bed. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Those of you who are in the States, you got a little bit more of your Saturday left. And hopefully see you in the live stream tomorrow if there is one. If there's not, have a good Sunday. And I shall see you in the next episode of League of Dracula very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching and for